My name is Alejandro Villar. I worked at the OGC.
I'm Yvette Serral. I work in CREAF. Semantics is about common understanding, a common language. No, is as when you are searching for a data set, for instance, how can you know that you are looking for exactly what you are looking for? Let's say, no, because there are several ways, different ways to refer to things, but also to a data set. No, so semantics try to harmonize these different vocabularies, understandings, also within languages.
The official description of the Rainbow is it's a semantic, a full spectrum semantic interoperability platform. So basically the Rainbow serves as a central repository, for example, for terms, for concepts, so that other applications can use those terms to communicate amongst themselves.
The essential variables were born mainly from the climate community in GEO, in the global Earth observations, to define the variables that should be essential to be measured to know the evolution of climate. And other communities started to do the same process. So apart from the essential climate variables that were the first ones, then GeoBond, for instance, that is a community inside GEO also, started to define the essential biodiversity variables with the same philosophy.
The main problem is that you have producers and consumers that can, use different languages, come from different domains, citizen science observations, or from even from satellite images. When that data needs to be communicated, it needs to be understood globally.
If you want to unify these different vocabularies or semantics, as you want to say it, you need a single place where to store the definition that you want to share and that the others use as well.
It's like a dictionary in a way. We provide that central repository of terms that they can, both the producers and the consumers can use.
The nice thing is that you can have a unique identifier for that definition that refers explicitly to that. And it's also useful because it's a single point. So if that definition changes, because it evolved or now it's not exactly this, whatever, you only need to change that.
So we're collecting all of those terms that are necessary to describe the data. And then we're putting those into a semantic database. They're semantically enriched, so they have, it's not like just a collection of the terms, but they have different properties, they have links to other collections. That repository can be used, for example, to look up terms. It can be used in catalogs to either to do filtering or to use those terms as metadata, etc.
In this project, we wanted to use the concept of essential variables to annotate data. Say, okay, this data is about air quality or whatever, but also refers to an essential variable. So we use the work that was done by EuropaBond. They have described the essential biodiversity variables, but they have described it in a textual way, let's say. You have some descriptions there, but they are not so easy to refer to. So we started to decompose all the information they had and encode this in a model which is useful to describe variables. That is the IADOPT model made by the Research Data Alliance. Then all this information was uploaded to a unique entry point that was the Rainbow server.
So on the one hand, we have the methodology, and that can be applied, to not only, and I'm not only talking about other types of data spaces that can be applied to many, many different use cases. And on the other hand, we have, again, all of these interfaces that we're developing and these ways to leverage that knowledge and those collections of terms that we're describing, and that also can be used across many different applications and domains. It can help with, especially with findability, because if you use these semantic terms, for example, in a metadata catalog, you can more easily locate those data sets that you may be interested in.
You don't only need to discover data, but you need to know that this data is the one you need. I mean, it's the fit for purpose. It facilitates the discoverability of the data and the reuse of the data, because you know what the data is referring to in a very precise way.